Hey, welcome to the Bizarro Zone. Yours truly, Bizarro. Just uploaded a video just not too long ago of my thoughts on the God of War franchise from 2018. But we all know from the new teasers going on, well, from a few months ago, with how Tyr is still alive and somehow a foot taller than our God of War, Kratos. Lately, I've been trying to devise a way to how Tyr could have prevented all the dangers that came with God of War for Ragnarok. You know, and this what I'm about to tell you, as I would act say as Tyr would technically help. Would in theory, if these guys, if Odin, Thor, and Freya would have just did things their way, like if he talked to them like, hey, you guys are asking for my help now? The hell are you doing? Like, this is what I would do if I were Tyr, right? So Tyr walks through the room, he's in chains, and all the three gods, Thor, Freya, and Odin, all in the same room, asking Tyr for help because Ragnarok's coming and they need a way to stop it. Tyr could say the following: all three of you are insane. I have given you ways to help stop Ragnarok, and none of you decided to listen. In fact, most of it is the three of yours' fault. Yeah, the guy who you guys were tracking and trying to kill, get here and get over here. Yeah, he killed Balder, fair enough. But most of you guys started this, whether you wanted to admit it or not. Starting with you, Freya. Yeah, you wanted to protect your son. We all knew that Balder's death would indicate the beginning of Fimbulwinter, and then once Fimbulwinter was finished, the end of the world began right after. I get it. Here's the thing: the spell made your son hate you for eternity, and that would eventually come back and kill you, which he tried to. Yeah, you wanted to make sure he wouldn't die, and for a parent, I can understand that. But here's the thing: he was upset at you for more than just the fact that he can't die. He couldn't feel the cold, he couldn't feel the heat, he couldn't feel women, he couldn't taste, smell, he couldn't feel anything. If you adjusted the spell to the fact where he doesn't get killed and he doesn't get hurt, like if you touched an iron for too long and it was hot, it wouldn't burn his hand off, or maybe he wouldn't freeze to death in Helheim, that I can understand. But at least let him taste food the way that he enjoys it, or smells that wouldn't kill him. Like the smell of pie or the smell of cake. Or maybe just, let him be a man and let him feel the things that other gods would be able to do. If you're scared that Balder is going to get crushed by something, have Thor, his brother, teach him how to defend himself with different types of weapons so that Balder, should he ever face someone who's incredibly strong, has a way to defend themselves as well as the spell to make sure they don't die. But because he couldn't feel anything, he was very hateful, and his cockiness, and once he could feel again, he went all out because he was happy again, and he eventually caused himself to die because of your actions, your how you worded things. Because if you can reanimate a head, you could have adjusted the spell to where it would only affect only the things that would hurt him physically that could kill him. Those he can't feel. Yeah, Vanir magic is complicated, yeah, but it's not impossible either. If you can reanimate people once, I'm pretty sure you could have done that. Thor, you're next. Yeah, your sons were helping Balder find the guy in question. Cool. We know that. And he tells them surrender all father demands. We get it. Magni dies, and then what do? Instead of getting reinforcements with Madi, you beat the living shit out of Madi to the point where if he does try to go back, he couldn't even defend himself this time. He could barely stand. He collapsed to his knees out of anger because of how you beat him to shit. Yeah, you wanted your son to avenge his brother, and you said he left like a coward. There's these things known as, what is it, tactical retreat? I'm the god of war, okay? Whether you want to admit it or not. But you let your own son die. Yeah. He died because of a kid, because he couldn't even defend himself, couldn't even do anything. So, no. You let your own son die there. The second one die because you were too much of a idiot to see that. Guess what? Yeah, you've killed frost giants. The guy you tried to get killed, he killed giants that are almost the weight of the world serpent, killed other gods in his own land. Yeah, I have little pieces of memorabilia from the guy who did it. You ever heard of the Greek pantheon, who kind of sounds like you guys? He wiped them off the map. Okay? So, yeah, he's very strong. If you decided to leave him alone, he wouldn't even consider talking to you guys. But because Balder knocked on his door, tried beating him to shit, whoop-de-doo. What'd you do now? And now, because you tried attacking his kid almost died, now he's got to attack you guys because you guys kept on bugging him. He would have left you guys alone. And what's this? Your ravens picked up that the kid's son is Loki, the god that's supposed to rip us to pieces after Baldur's death? Oh, what are the odds? And you, Odin, yeah, you wanted to feel yourself superior, and you're a god. Fine, all of us are. But because of your forms of superiority, Midgard was made in Ymir's flesh. Bergelmir, the one that survived from that whole ordeal, he didn't want to see you killed. He tried to regroup, make Jotun. Fine. But you kept on slaughtering other giants. Like, yeah. You wanted to make sure they wouldn't come back after you. But here's the thing. If you decided to leave him alone after finding out about Ragnarok, there'd be no need for them to just march right in and kill us. Because if no matter what would happen, if the Giants' army is supposed to get rid of Asgard and Surtur comes in, destroying the whole place, why don't you just not attack them, try to be friends with them with legitimate reasons? You swap information, we all become better in the Nine Realms. But instead, you killed them practically all out of extinction, with just a very few giants left. Laufey the Just, she's dead, she's ashes. Kratos' son, half-giant, the last living frost giant in existence. The world serpent is a giant. Fenrir, who's still up in Asgard, about to be chained up. You want me to chain him up? I almost lost my fucking arm, thank you. Point is, all of you, whether you want to admit it or not, the three of you together, your actions allowed Ragnarok to happen, and you were all too arrogant to see that. I always try to be nice. Yeah, I'm a god of war, but I try to make sure wars don't happen. I tried my best to prevent them instead of cause them. You see a disloyalty, but here's the thing. I'm the god of war, not just to you, but in the 9 realms. So I'm to represent every realm, whether you want to admit it or not. Because I'm pretty sure thunder and lightning can be done in so many other places besides Asgard. So that would mean he'd be everywhere for that. You know? And you want to call yourself All-Father. Well, All-Father, you all failed us. And in turn, Ragnarok's coming, and there's no way we can stop it now. Especially because Fenrir has no real reason to hold back anymore. Okay? Because Fenrir is supposed to break open from the chains come Ragnarok and devour himself on you. Dying in a process, but enough to kill you. Surtur comes. He dies partway and destroys Asgard. World Serpent comes. He dies but kills you, Thor. All of us, no matter what, are practically screwed. Either dying or practically crippled to the point of death. Not many of us are going to survive, if at all. So, you guys fucked us over, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you're looking at me for help? No, you should have listened to my forms of reason and Mimir's. Yeah, he's immortal, but here's the thing. He's been around for a long time. You thought of him as treachery. Yeah, I betrayed you guys, but to try to save what was left of everything. Okay? I took away the tower, but I also took away my stone to travel to other realms. I'm not able to leave the 9 realms anymore. I can't walk through realm between realms like that anymore, and I can't travel to another realm to hide. No, I came here to go down with my own ship, but you guys are too arrogant to think that it's not sinking yet. Oh, it already has, but you haven't seen it. Anyway, that's how if I was Tyr talking to the gods, that's how I would bring it up. Yeah, I know it was a tirade, but point is, that's how I would have spoke if I was Tyr, with the gods explaining how fucked they really are and how they had no idea how they could have prevented it. You know, they had all that power, all that knowledge. If they just directed it in a particular way, Ragnarok wouldn't even be a reason to worry. You know, because I mentioned why, and if you listen to the whole video, you would know why. Because beyond that, the others wouldn't have a reason to go after the gods. The gods have targeted them, and now there's a war. And now they're going in blades blazing, I guess, since guns don't exist yet. Or arrows blazing as well. But anyway, this is Bizarro from Bizarro Zone. Hope you guys liked the content. Like, subscribe, comment your feelings, ideas on what I should be talking about next. This is Bizarro from Bizarro Zone. Signing out. Peace.